This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com, featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. It is The Conway Show. You got Conway here. Ding dong with you. All right, spring break is upon us. A lot of people will be buzzing out for spring break from colleges. They're probably already down there now the next week or so, depending on when your spring break is. But that's a real cool time of the year. You know, you get out of the East Coast with the snow and the sleet and the rain and the cold temperatures. You go down to Florida, enjoy yourself, maybe the Bahamas. But there's a crackdown. There's a crackdown, seems like every year. And then everybody ignores it. But spring break is a big deal for a lot of people.
The spring break travel blitz is in full swing. TSA says expect high passenger volumes over the next few weeks.
There you go.
As airlines get ready to fly 173 million passengers between March and April alone.
Spring break.
Woo! Spring break. That guy's got it going on.
Spring break.
Popular spots.
That's who I'd end up next to at the pool.
Spring break.
And on the plane.
Yeah, everywhere.
Popular spots nationwide like South Padre Island, Fort Lauderdale, and New Orleans bracing for crowds.
Bellio, when you were in high school or college, were you a spring breaker? Did you go on a spring break? Mom let you do that?
No, I wasn't allowed to do that kind of stuff.
Really? Is that right?
I could do local stuff, but I couldn't do Miami. No.
Right, but did you have friends that did it?
In high school, I think there was
college?
College, yes.
Yeah,
but not in high school.
We used to. We went to spring break. We go to Palm Springs for spring break, which from the Valley to Palm Springs, not real spring breaky, but we go down there for 3 or 4 nights. And I went with a buddy of mine, a guy named Steve. I'm not going to say his last name because it's not a great story about him. And we went and we didn't have a hotel room. We went down to Palm Springs without securing a hotel room. That's what you do when you're in high school. You just go and you'll find a place to stay. And we went from one hotel to another to another. They're all booked. And we finally found this place for $37. It was a motel, crappy motel. And it was one of those ones where it had a pool in the middle. And then it was surrounded by rooms all around it. And the guy said, I got one room with 2 beds in it, $37 a night. And I said, oh, great. Okay, we'll take it. And he said to us, okay, but there's some rules around here. And, it was for older people. There weren't a lot of spring breakers in the hotel. And I said, oh, okay, what are the rules? He said, one of the big rules is you don't climb up onto the roof and jump in the pool. If you do, we're going to throw you out. And I said, okay, what are the odds that we're going to do that? So we check into the room. I go across the street to a 7-Eleven to get some chips and a drink. I come back. My buddy's on the roof.
No way.
And he jumps in the pool.
No way.
I was gone 10 minutes.
Why would he do that without you there?
He was in the car when I was checking in. I didn't tell him because I didn't assume I had to tell him.
Yeah, right. Especially you were only in the room for how long?
Literally, he checked into the room, he put his bathing suit on and climbed up to the roof of the hotel.
Oh my gosh.
And when I'm coming back from 7-Eleven, I got a bag of Lay's and a drink, and I hear, woo, splash. And the manager was standing right there. And he's like, guys, you're not going to get your money back. I'm locking that door, and you're going to take your luggage, and you're out of here. You knew the rules. You knew the boundaries. Mahalo. You're done. And we slept in the car the first night.
Oh, my gosh.
And the second night, we found friends. A guy named Todd Crouch. We hung with him for a while. And then I went back to his place, and our other buddy named Keith was staying across the hall, and he went to buy a Coke out of one of those Coke machines, like for 40 cents or 35 cents, whatever it was. He puts his 35 cents. He doesn't get the Coke. It rattles around. It doesn't come out. And he takes a baseball bat and he breaks the machine into 100 pieces.
What?
Cops show up. They arrest him, and they handcuff us because we were with him until they discovered that we had nothing to do with it. And so in the 2 days I was there, I was thrown out of one hotel and not handcuffed, but detained, I should say. They put 3 of us against the wall, and the other guy, the guy that did it, Keith, went into jail. And his dad had to come get him. It was a big deal. It was a pretty big deal.
What was he thinking?
He had to pay for the machine. It was like $1,200 or whatever. And it was just, when you're drinking at that age, you just do stupid crap. And so we left Palm Springs, and it didn't seem spring breaky to me. It seemed like it was, a lot of tension, a lot of hassle. What would be
spring breaky for you?
I don't know, like sitting on a beach in Miami, drinking and, playing beach volleyball, throwing the ball around, and then going out to a discotheque at night.
Ooh,
maybe, I don't know.
Discotheque.
Or line dancing, or I don't know. Maybe to a bar, or smoke, and get a pickled egg or something. I don't know.
Dance floor light up.
Egg.
And a newspaper.
A pickled pig's foot or something. Do people still eat that crap? The pickled pig's foot?
Sure.
Is that right?
Yeah, man.
Did you ever have one?
Yeah.
Is it any good?
Best part.
Really? And so, but what was on the bar that you said no to? That you said, no, let me have the pig's foot.
There was nothing else. It was just that.
Remember they had the pickled sausages too.
Oh, yeah.
The pickled sausage, pickled pig's foot.
Yes, those are fantastic.
Is that right?
I grew up with those things, man. Yeah, the hot pickled. Oh, yeah, dude. The pickled sausages. Oh, my God. Yep.
What a life. Can you imagine trying to sell one of our kids on a pickled pig's foot now? And it had the hoof on it.
Oh, yeah.
You'd grab the hoof and just gnaw on the foot.
Oh, yeah.
God, what animals,
Suck on the knuckle.
Not them, us. Yeah, just suck down that juice.
Get on that knuckle.
That's so great. The pickled pig's foot. Man, I don't know. I bet it's very, very difficult to find that nowadays.
I love the pickled eggs, too, though.
Oh, the pickled eggs were good.
Oh,
yeah, a lot of people ate those. I wasn't into all the pickled crap. I dove behind the bar whenever the bartender was looking and got the green olives. I used to like to eat those. But
just put them on your fingers, too.
Yeah. I get that. Suck the pimento out of them, Go on. But I bet you'd be hard pressed to find a pickled pig's foot in LA. Going from bar to bar to bar. And you say, hey, do you guys have any pickled pig's feet? Like, get the hell out of here. What's wrong with you?
One of those really hole-in-the-wall places.
Yeah. I wonder if they sell them at Costco, a big, because they used to always come in a big jug, like a big barrel. It looked like a glass barrel. And they were only like $1.50 or so, pickled pig's foot. But man, I don't know what we were thinking, that we thought that was a delicacy.
Got to do something with them feet. Don't let them go to waste, man. That's meat on that.
And I don't even think it was cooked, was it?
No, just pickled.
Just pickled.
That's it, man. That was a way to obviously
great.
store them and preserve them.
Right, but
so, they didn't have to cook them.
You know what happened? I bet you dollars to donuts that this happened, and that they were throwing all the pig's feet away because they couldn't do anything with them. Yeah. And a guy goes, "Hey, I'll pickle those. I'll put them in a jar, sell them for $1.50."
Yeah.
I'll pick them up for you for free and go sell them for $1.50. Guy made millions. All right? What a life.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
We've got a sinkhole in Encino. That's not good because it wasn't caused by anything. There was no major earthquake. There's no accident. Nothing. Big truck didn't hit it. It just busted up because it's old. All of the pipes, all the trunk lines, all the water mains in Los Angeles, most of them are 100 plus years old. They weren't designed to last that long. And they break all the time. All the time. This time Encino got a treat. Encino, California, right here in the San Fernando Valley.
Glenn and Lou, and that sinkhole continues to grow at this hour. It was reported, this water main break was reported just before 2:30 this afternoon. You can see LA City Fire on scene here. They have Burbank Boulevard completely shut down. This is in the 17,100 block of Burbank Boulevard at Wish Avenue. As I zoom in here, here's a look at that water main. It's really tearing up the road there along the curbside. That has prompted the complete closure of Burbank Boulevard between Balboa and Louise. Let me show you the flooding that's going on here.
That's where it is. For all you geography nuts out there, this is where that sinkhole is.
The road there along the curbside, that has prompted the complete closure of Burbank Boulevard between Balboa and Louise. Let me show you the...
Okay, between Balboa and Louise, off a street that I've never heard of called Wish. I grew up in the Valley. I've never heard of Wish Avenue. It's got to be new. Mulholland Middle School is out there. So if you have kids that go to Mulholland Middle School, right off of Burbank, between Sherman Way and Victory, right off Van Owen, there's a big sinkhole out there. Let's see here. Actually, that's not where it is. It's on Burbank, between Burbank and Wish. That's where it is.
Yeah, it's right on the west side of the Sepulveda Basin.
Okay, all right.
Right below the Balboa Tennis Center. But I think that traffic looks like it's moving through, at least on the westbound side. I'm not sure about the eastbound side through that stretch.
Okay, all right. Maybe they got it fixed by now.
Balboa and Louise, let me show you the flooding that's going on here on the street.
Wish Avenue is in the residential area above Burbank Boulevard, and it does not come down to Burbank Boulevard.
Oh, boy.
It's a cul-de-sac.
Oh, that sucks. All right. Thank you, Angel.
Balboa and Louise, let me show you the flooding that's going on here on the street. Fortunately, the water has not gotten up beyond the sidewalk, but has flooded out some of those cars that are parked along the street. It's quite a mess here. The traffic is jammed on Balboa and at Louise. At this point, you can see Balboa here as I zoom back in. You can see the flooding happening there, but again, LAPD has that shut down, and they're waiting for LA DWP to arrive to get this water main shut down.
All right, so to avoid Burbank between Balboa and Louise, right off the Balboa exit there. It's near Balboa Park. The Balboa Tennis Center and the Encino Golf Course is just to the east of that. And the water main just broke. It just had enough. It couldn't take any more water, couldn't take any more pressure, and it's over. It bust up. So that's going to happen a lot. It happens a lot. All right, a guy got hit with a major bill from an ambulance.
We realized that you guys didn't have our insurance, so we sent you the insurance, and it looks like the bill went up. Uh-oh. The first bill we got without the insurance was $600.
Okay, $600, not bad for an ambulance ride. All right, that's not bad.
And then the second one was almost $1,300.
Now we're getting pricey.
Okay, yeah. So that the first invoice you received, that's a discount that you receive if you're uninsured. So you're not eligible for the discount since you are insured.
This dad, he gets a $600 bill for his daughter's ambulance ride to the emergency room.
Okay, $600 isn't bad. That's not bad at all.
But when he called to give the provider his insurance info, the price more than doubled. Robbie, thank you for being here. I mean, this phone call goes on for like 3 minutes. Have you gotten any additional answers or clarity as to why you're being penalized for having insurance?
Yeah, guy's got insurance, so now he's got to pay more.
Yeah, it's been a lot of learning because we've learned that AB 716, a bill that Gavin Newsom passed last year, provides a discount if you don't have insurance. So in a world where insurance is already complicated enough,
that's right.
I receive a bill for $600.
Not bad.
I see that they don't have my insurance on there.
They should.
And so I send them my insurance.
How'd that go?
With full trust that the bill would then go down.
Did it?
Because I pay $10,000 in insurance premiums a year. So why wouldn't it?
Yeah, sure.
And then to learn that it went up because I have insurance.
Got screwed.
Absolutely shocked.
Yeah. Were you really shocked? Well,
I guess the question to me is, well, who paid the bill? I mean, if it went to the insurance, didn't the insurance pay the bill?
Right. Then the insurance should have picked up, or was his portion of it $1,300 with insurance, $600 without? I think that's what he's pissed about. I don't know. Let's find out more.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing is just crazy. And the other thing, too, Robbie, is we hear you repeatedly in this phone call, ask multiple times, like, what's the guidance? Are you telling me I should cancel my insurance in order to have to pay less in the future? What's your game plan here? How are you moving forward?
Yeah, and it's a great question. And I'm obviously frustrated on the phone, as you can imagine. And it does look like you should probably have insurance for most scenarios. If you crack your head on the sidewalk and you need surgery, you're going to need insurance. But for this specific scenario where you need to take an ambulance to the hospital in California, it really does look like you're in better shape if you don't actually have insurance, which is the last thing on your mind when you're calling 911 because your daughter is having trouble breathing.
Yeah, I mean, look, if they saved your daughter's life, $600 or $13, there's no difference. I mean, it's a miracle they saved your daughter. You should be thrilled. But I do get it, where they always punish the people who are playing by the rules. If you didn't have insurance and you're spending all your money on weed and going to a disco, then you get the discount.
So the bill, though, AB 716, when it passed a year ago in January and went into effect, the whole purpose of it was so that whether or not you have insurance, and an ambulance comes, if you have insurance, ambulance comes, picks you up. If that ambulance is out of the market for your insurance, in the past, they could still they could charge you whatever you want because it was out of market for your insurance.
Oh, right.
What the bill does is says that if it's out of market, they cannot charge what the maximum amount is that the in-market would cost you for that area that you live in.
Oh, that's cool. In Burbank, they have this, I don't know if everybody knows about it. We discovered it sort of by accident. But we pay, I think, I think it's like $94 a year. And we get free unlimited ambulance rides. Or I think you get 3 for free.
Yeah.
We never use them. I mean, knock on wood. But
assuming that they're in the network for
right, they got to be in Burbank.
No, I mean the network and the insurance that you're paying for.
Right, but I'm saying the Burbank has a different plan.
The city is.
Yeah, the city of Burbank. You can pay, I think, $90 a year, and then they don't even charge your insurance or anybody. They just pick it up, which is a sweet deal.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Because if you ever use it once, that could be astronomical.
Yeah.
I had to call an ambulance on myself, which is strange, as Brian Regan points out in his act. You always call ambulances for people other than yourself. You never call, hey, come pick me up. He does a great run on, hey, I'll be on the floor. Come pick me up. But my wife was 7 months pregnant and she couldn't lift me up and I couldn't get up. I thought I was having a stroke. And I guess I just had severe dehydration and food poisoning. And I thought I was dying. So she called an ambulance. Like 9 guys showed up, a fire truck and an ambulance. And they put me in the ambulance. And the guy thought it was pretty serious because he put the lights and sirens on there and they drove me to the hospital. And on the way to the hospital, the 2 guys in the ambulance, one guy back there with me and the other guy driving, they both decided that would be the perfect time to talk about what they ate at Jack in the Box while I was throwing up. I couldn't stop that conversation quick enough. And, man, when you get, the best thing in the world, and I know we got to take a break, the best feeling in the world is when you're in the emergency room, you're shivering, because you're dying and somebody brings you a warm blanket. There is nothing like that in the world.
Yeah.
That warm blanket they put on you is worth its weight in gold or whatever.
They keep them rooms in them places
freezing. Yeah, to keep all the germs out of there.
Yeah.
They keep it at 38 degrees. and you're shaking. The whole bed's shaking, when you're shivering. And they put that warm blanket on you. Ooh-wee. That you would buy that blanket for $10,000, $10,000. And it's beautiful. It's great. Hope you never have to use it, but that's the move. That's the move. All right, we're live covering the storm, and they think it's coming in at around 6 o'clock tonight. So we got another half hour or so when it starts. And then it's going to be raining all night long. All night. One of the bigger storms. They've reduced it. They've actually reduced the prediction of this storm a little bit. But it's supposed to be all night tonight. Rain all night tonight. Somewhat of an atmospheric river, so it might be consistent. And thank God I don't have to go anywhere tomorrow. Oh, no, I got to drive to Huntington Beach tomorrow at 7 a.m. So
good luck with that.
I'll be on the road. Ding dong with that. With the Huntington Beach Police Awards. Yeah, the cops are giving away awards. They decided I am the perfect guy to give the awards away. I couldn't believe it. So I'll be there tomorrow with the Huntington Beach Police Department handing out these awards. They'll definitely learn, yeah. And the guy that did it a couple of years ago, who I recommended because I couldn't do it, I said, hey, why don't you use that guy again? He had a DUI and a domestic. I go, oh, okay. That's the way out of this. All right. Too high of a price to pay right now, but I understand why he did. He wanted to get out of that.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
We have obviously snow and rain coming in. That's going to be a big deal. And Dallas Raines, who I think is a top-notch guy in Los Angeles. Dallas Raines will tell us exactly what's going on with this weather and the winds and how it's going to affect Jackie and Shadow. For some reason, we're all concerned about how the wind and the rain and the snow is going to affect a couple of eagles and 3 eaglets up in the hills. Everybody's always on these eagles. And I'm with them. I watch these eagles all the time. I love them.
Winds up to 60 miles per hour will blow through when that squall line comes into Southern California overnight tonight, early tomorrow morning. We did have some light rain showers today. Those are showing up on the radar scope. And notice how everything's kind of coming up out of the south and east.
It's going to be a rough night for Shadow and Jackie. 60-mile-an-hour winds. They're in a tree that's 140 feet above the ground level, and the ground is at 6,500 feet. So they're way, way up in a tree that gets rocking and rolling when these winds come up. So let's say an extra little birdie prayer tonight for the Jackie and Shadow family.
That's because it's feeding into the squall line that's up in Northern California tonight. But it is on the way. OC, you're looking pretty good. A few light snow showers are occurring at the higher peaks at this hour, but that snow level will be dropping. We're going to see a lot of snow in the mountains of Ventura County, and also a lot of snow coming down in the San Bernardino Range. This is what we can do with the live Mega Doppler. We can go right down to your street level. So you can take a look at that through Burbank and Glendale. We're getting some rain right now. This shower moved right over that area. But that's one of the powerful things about the live Mega Doppler. I mean, we can really get down there and show you what's happening. Let's take a look at our warnings and watches. Winter storm warning.
All right.
4 p.m. This afternoon, all the way through Saturday at 5 o'clock in the morning, because once the squall line comes through, that's when you'll see a lot of heavy snow, and that's when the temperatures will really start dropping. That will happen tomorrow afternoon and into all day Friday. Look at the heavy rain coming down from Monterey.
Oh,
this
boy.
is all part of the weather system that is on the way. We look at it on the satellite view. This is the cold front. So the winds behind the cold front, that's diving cold winds out of the northwest.
You got to give Dallas Rains credit for enthusiasm. You know, a lot of weathermen, a lot of meteorologists, they burn out after doing weather for 10, 15, 20 years. This guy sounds like he started 2 weeks ago. Still very enthusiastic about the weather. And enthusiasm goes a long, long way on TV and radio.
But look ahead of the front. The winds are coming up out of the south. And when these two air masses collide right along this front, the air is violently lifted, producing big cumulonimbus clouds and lightning. So here's what it looks like tonight.
Got to watch out. Jackie and Shadow. I don't know if they know what's coming, but man, it's going to be a tough night for the Eagles and the Eaglets.
At 11:35, around midnight, it will be coming through Santa Barbara and Ventura County.
Did you hear that? Don't half-ass this. Listen to the weather. Listen to Dallas.
At 11:35, around midnight, it will be coming through Santa Barbara and Ventura County.
All right.
This is what we call the squall line. The good thing about the squall lines, though, they are really intense.
Yes, they're really intense.
They are really intense.
Yes.
Really intense.
Big dog with that intensity. And so you got to be aware that it's going to be radical, potentially radical in your area.
Really intense, but they don't last very long, about 45 minutes to an hour. But that is enough to produce some very heavy rain in the foothill communities. This is 215, and that's right over the Eaton Canyon area. So it's going to be one of those deals where it's overnight when most people are sleeping. Heavy snow behind the front as it heads on out into the desert by mid to late morning tomorrow. But there's still plenty scattered showers and a lot of snow as that colder air behind the cold front comes in from the northwest.
Okay, lots of rain, lots of snow.
And then we have another weather system arriving possibly on Friday.
The hell?
This one will have snow with it, but not a whole lot of rain. But very unstable weather is coming. That will change, though, as we get into the weekend. Let's take a look at tonight's forecast.
Okay.
And you can see the rain by 2 a.m. is all over Fillmore, and lightning strikes.
Yes, and lightning strikes. Got to remember that. It could be dangerous with the lightning and thunder.
Fillmore, and lightning strikes.
Yes, big dog with them.
And lightning strikes.
Yeah, guys, stroking out.
And lightning strikes.
Oh, Dallas, what's going on with you?
And lightning strikes rumbling across the area down to 44 at Glendale. It'll take a while for the rain to get out to Temecula and Lake Elsinore. That'll be around sunrise, but when it does, it will be hefty, up to 1 to 2 inches of rain. And in some of the foothill communities.
And
lightning strikes.
Lightning strikes. Yeah.
Right there, we're getting that lifting due to the mountain areas.
Yeah, which is also.
And lightning strikes.
Big dog.
That is where we could see anywhere between 2 and 3 inches of rain, maybe a little bit more.
And
lightning strikes.
Yeah.
All right, so here's our forecast for tonight. Cloudy skies, rain at times. They're becoming very heavy overnight, between 1 and 2 inches of rain.
1 and 2 inches of rain and
lightning strikes.
Lightning strikes.
Gusty winds with the front as the squall line comes through. Then on Friday, we'll break out to partly cloudy to cloudy skies.
And no more.
And lightning strikes.
Lightning strikes. All right, radical rain coming in tonight and tomorrow and Friday all the way into Saturday. So be prepared. Please be prepared. We'll try to keep warning you, but we can't warn you if you're not listening. So call your friends, call your family, go on social media and tell people that this storm is coming. Dallas Rains said it could be radical lightning, and there could be radical lightning strikes.
And lightning strikes.
Lightning strikes.
And lightning strikes.
Big dog with that guy.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anna Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slip covers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at washablesofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at washablesofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from The Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
We've got Trabuco Canyon. We know we have a lot of listeners in Orange County. That's where they had the airport fire in the canyon back there. And now they're expecting mandatory evacuations because they are expecting a lot of land movement, a lot of mud, and a lot of damage. So if you live in that area, you got to be aware of this, and we're making you aware of it.
Those mandatory evacuations go into effect in less than 30 minutes.
6 o'clock, in less than 10 minutes. They go into effect in 9 minutes from now. 9 minutes.
30 minutes starting at 6 o'clock for areas affected by the airport fire. And this is one of those problem areas behind me here in Trabuco Canyon. Last month, you had mud and water flowing over the top of this bridge. A sandbag filling station in Trabuco Canyon is open and ready to go for Canyon residents. Incoming winter storm.
Just want to make sure everything's going to be protected, our dogs and our horses, our cats and everybody.
Wow, man, she's got a lot going on.
Protected, our dogs.
The dogs.
And our horses.
Our horses.
Cats and everybody.
Michelle Zorn stopped by to grab a few sandbags, but doesn't plan to take any chances.
It actually wasn't that bad. We thought it was going to be worse, but this time we really didn't get sandbags last time, but we decided this time that maybe.
God, does that complicate your life when you have to evacuate and you've got dogs, cats, and horses? There's not a lot of opportunity there. You know, like we'll take in friends, dogs, maybe a cat or two, but I can't take any horses. You know, I'm just not set up to take the horses. I don't know what you do with them. Could you take horses, Crows, in the backyard? Probably. Time up on that basketball court?
No.
You could take a dozen horses, dude. You could take the Clydesdales. You could take that whole Budweiser, that whole clan.
Isn't there something? I mean, you know more about horses than I do, but don't you need like more level land rather than it being?
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. But
I think that's what kind of screws me.
No, but your basketball court's leveled. It's perfect.
That one small space.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Even in emergency situations?
Then throw them in the pool. Horses swim.
Yeah, sure. You have a front yard.
Yeah, but I don't think in Burbank you can put 10 horses in your front yard. I think they look down on you. Could you take a horse, Bellio? You probably can't.
I would.
Right?
I would. In a heartbeat.
But you can't.
Even if I had to keep him across the street at the park, I would do it.
You do that? You just sit with the horse?
Yes, I would.
You're one of those ones as a little girl. I want a pony.
I want a pony.
I just want to help.
Could you take horses, Angels? We don't know what kind of pad you got. Could you take a horse or two?
I would totally take a horse, maybe even two.
Really? All right.
Yeah.
All right. So if you have horses, call Bellio at the station and Angel. They'll take your horses. You know. Now you guys got to take horses.
But we decided this time that maybe with everything going on, might as well be safe than sorry.
With the heaviest rain expected overnight, a mandatory evacuation order goes into effect later this evening near the airport fire burn scar.
We do. You know, I hate to keep banging on this. I think horses are a lot of work. You know, you can't just have a horse that stays inside all day and then, you know, you take it out to, go to the, take a dump and then bring it back in.
There's a reason I have cats instead of dogs in the first place. Cats are pretty self-sufficient for the most part. Dogs, you have to pay a lot of attention to them.
Yes, and
now multiply that.
And a horse, they probably eat 15 pounds of food a day. I would say 10 to 15 pounds.
Yeah, that too.
And then you got to keep feeding them, and then they take those big ass dumps. Those steamers that you got to clean up.
A lot of hay in that.
Yeah, it's all hay.
Straw.
And the dogs are eating it, and then it's just a mess. Oh, no.
Advise residents, if a mandatory evacuation order does come into effect due to conditions, please observe those warnings.
During last month's storm, Trabuco Canyon Road was shut down as water and debris toppled over a bridge.
That shows the force of Mother Nature can be strong. And we moved about 126,000 pounds of mud, debris, tree limbs from Trabuco Canyon Road. And that was debris that came down from the fire burn scar area.
Orange County Public Works has been cleaning out culverts and roadside drains ahead of the rainfall. This storm will be another test for them. But Michelle believes Canyon residents...
Ironically, I think Orange County, Orange County Public Works, I think they're the ones that started that fire. That now they're cleaning up after.
Right.
Yeah, they were moving rocks around, sparked up and caused that fire.
This storm will be another test for them. But Michelle believes Canyon residents are ready to handle whatever Mother Nature throws their way.
That's right. Those Canyon residents are tough people.
Just got to roll with it and deal with it, and then we have great neighbors, and everybody helps each other.
A Trabuco Canyon bridge right here that you see on your screen will most likely be shut down later this evening.
Could you, Stefush, could you take on a horse? Would you, in your apartment, could you have a horse?
Definitely couldn't.
No?
Could not.
You wouldn't do that?
No.
Yeah.
Would you like to?
Are you on the first floor or second floor?
It's one floor, but yeah.
Are you on the first floor? You could take a horse.
You get one of those Shetlands.
Yeah.
Just leave them in the backyard.
Big ass horse in your apartment.
Take a big old dump.
That'd be great, dude.
Because of the possibility of mud and debris flows, and once again, a mandatory evacuation order goes into effect for Trabuco Canyon.
At 6 o'clock. That's in 2 minutes.
Hot Springs Canyons and also Bell Canyon. And right now, a voluntary evacuation warning is in effect for Long and Modestka Canyons. Reporting live in Trabuco Canyon, David Gonzalez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay. And when we come back, there was a home invasion or suspect murdered in Arcadia, in a beautiful part of Arcadia. What's going on with the world that we live in? Every night there's break-ins. Every night there's murders. Every night guys are robbing, I don't know if you saw that taco shop that was robbed in broad daylight. Guy comes in and takes the cash register in broad daylight. Not even waiting until they're closed at night. Comes in while there's customers in the taco shop, takes the cash register and takes off. Got $1,000 out of it. Now the guy's out of $1,000, his register, and that's the second time he's been robbed. Man, if you have a store, I think that's all you think about nowadays. When am I going to get wiped out? Who's going to wipe me out? And when am I going to get wiped out? That's what you think about all the time. And even in a house, you think, or an apartment or a condo, townhouse, whatever it is, you think somebody's coming in tonight to wipe you out. They want your stuff. They don't want to work. They don't want to make money. They don't want to, work for 30 years and save money. They want your money tonight, and they're coming to get it. And we, for some reason, won't or can't stop it. It's unbelievable. All right, rain's coming in. We're live on KFI AM 640. Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.